Chosen one, God said, watch this alone, right now. There are moments when heaven grows quiet and the noise around you fades, and this is one of those moments. You are not reading these words by accident. You were gently led here because God wants your full attention, your open heart, and your stillness. This is personal. This is sacred. This is about the deep place inside you that has been longing to feel seen and understood. Right now, as you sit alone, God is drawing close to remind you that you are chosen, not forgotten, and never abandoned. Type Amen if you believe. God is asking you to watch this alone because He wants to speak to you without distraction. He wants your fears to quiet down. He wants the heavy thoughts to rest. He wants you to hear Him clearly. You have carried so much in silence. You have smiled when your heart felt tired. You have stood strong when you felt like falling. And through it all, He has been watching you with love that never weakens. Being chosen does not mean life is easy. It means your life has meaning. It means your pain has purpose. It means your tears have been counted. God has allowed certain storms not to break you, but to shape you. Every lonely night, every silent prayer, every time you felt unseen, heaven was closer than you knew. You are chosen because your heart still seeks light, even when darkness surrounds you. If this touches your heart, please like this video and let your faith shine. God said to watch this alone because He wants to restore something in you that the world has tried to steal. The world told you that you were not enough. The world tried to define you by your mistakes. But God defines you by His love. He calls you His own. He calls you strong. He calls you precious. When He says you are chosen, it is not a small word. It is a holy calling over your life. There is a reason you feel different from others. There is a reason you think deeply and care deeply. There is a reason you sense things before they happen. God placed that awareness inside you. It is part of your calling. You are not strange. You are sensitive to His Spirit. You are not weak. You are compassionate because your heart reflects His. Sometimes being chosen feels lonely. Not everyone understands you. Not everyone supports your journey. Some people walk away because they cannot walk where you are going. But God removes what cannot grow with you. He closes doors that would have harmed you. He protects you from things you never even saw, and in that protection, He proves that you are deeply loved. Type 777 if you trust Jesus. Right now, God wants to calm your anxious thoughts. He sees the quiet battles you fight in your mind. He sees the moments when you doubt yourself. He sees when you wonder if your prayers are heard. They are heard. Every whisper has reached Him. Every tear has touched His heart. He has never turned away from you, not even once. You are chosen to bring light into places that feel dark. Your kindness changes rooms. Your faith inspires others more than you realize. Even when you feel small, God is using you in ways you cannot see. There are people who are stronger because you kept going. There are hearts that were softened because you forgave. There are lives that were touched because you stayed faithful when it was hard. God is not finished with you. The chapter you are in is not the end. The waiting season is not punishment. It is preparation. He is building patience in you. He is building courage in you. He is teaching you to trust Him beyond what your eyes can see. The delay is not denial. It is divine timing shaping something beautiful. You may feel tired right now. You may feel like you have given so much and received so little. But heaven sees your endurance. Heaven honors your faith. There is a quiet reward forming in your life. Blessings are aligning in ways you cannot yet understand. God is arranging details behind the scenes. What feels slow to you is perfect in His hands. When God says, "Watch this alone," He is inviting you into closeness. He is reminding you that your relationship with Him is personal. It is not about noise or performance. It is about heart. It is about trust. It is about surrender. And in that surrender, there is peace that the world cannot give. You are chosen to heal. You are chosen to rise again after every fall. You are chosen to love when others grow cold. God placed resilience inside you. That is why you are still standing. That is why you are still believing. That is why you still hope, even after disappointment. His strength has been holding you this whole time. Let this moment sink into your spirit. You are not random. You are not overlooked. You are intentionally created and intentionally called. God has spoken over your life. He has plans filled with goodness and restoration. Even when you cannot see the full path, He is guiding your steps. Being chosen means you are trusted. God trusts your heart. He trusts the compassion He placed inside you. He trusts the integrity that guides your decisions. Even when you doubt yourself, He does not doubt you. He sees the bigger picture of your life. He knows the courage hidden beneath your fears. Sometimes you feel misunderstood. You try to explain your feelings, but words seem too small. People see your calm surface, but they do not see the battles you fight quietly. God sees both. He understands the silent prayers you breathe when no one is around. He hears the thoughts you never say out loud. Type 1111 if you trust in God. A little-known 7-second morning practice once kept within CIA documents is making its way back into public view, and people are already reporting fast financial shifts. It takes only seconds to complete, yet it stimulates a dormant wealth center in the brain that most people never access. Click the link in the description and comments now to check it out before it's gone. Your journey has not been simple. There were times when doors closed without warning. There were friendships that faded. There were dreams that seemed delayed. In those moments, you may have wondered if you were moving in the wrong direction, yet God was guiding you away from harm. What felt like rejection was protection. What felt like loss was redirection. You are chosen because you have a heart that still believes in goodness. Even after disappointment, you choose to forgive. Even after betrayal, you choose to remain kind. That choice is not weakness. It is strength shaped by faith. It is the quiet power of someone who knows that love is greater than bitterness. God is shaping your character through patience. He is teaching you to wait without losing hope. He is building endurance inside you. Each delay has a purpose. Each quiet season has meaning. While you are waiting, He is working. While you are trusting, He is preparing. There are moments when you feel alone in your calling. You may look around and see others moving ahead faster. You may compare your progress and feel behind. But your path is unique. God is not rushing your story. He is crafting it carefully. He is writing details that will make sense later. Being chosen does not mean you will never feel tired. It means your tiredness has a source of renewal. When your strength runs low, His strength fills you. When your faith feels small, His faithfulness carries you. You are sustained by a love that never weakens. You have been through storms that could have broken you, yet you are still here. That is not coincidence. That is grace. God held you steady when waves tried to pull you under. He whispered peace into your heart when fear tried to grow louder. Even when you felt like giving up, something inside you kept going. That something was Him. Type yes to affirm. There is healing happening in places you cannot see. Old wounds are slowly closing. Memories that once hurt deeply are losing their power. God is restoring your joy piece by piece. He is mending the parts of you that felt shattered. Healing is not always loud. Sometimes it is gentle and gradual, but it is real. You are chosen to reflect light in dark spaces. When others lose hope, your presence brings calm. When others speak harshly, you speak gently. That softness is not weakness. It is a reflection of Christ within you. It is evidence that His Spirit is shaping your heart. There may be people who misunderstand your quiet strength. They may mistake your kindness for fragility. But God knows the truth about you. He sees the resilience that carried you through hardship. He sees the discipline that keeps you focused. He sees the loyalty in your heart. Right now, God is reminding you that your obedience matters. Every small act of faith counts. Every time you choose honesty over convenience, heaven notices. Every time you choose patience instead of anger, it shapes your future. You are building a life rooted in truth. Your calling may not always look grand. It may look like caring for your family. It may look like showing up to work faithfully. It may look like offering comfort to a friend. These simple acts are powerful. They create ripples that reach farther than you imagine. God is preparing you for blessings that match your character. He is not only blessing your hands, He is strengthening your heart so you can handle what is coming. Growth always comes before increase. Depth always comes before elevation. He is grounding you in faith so that success will not shake you. You are learning to trust Him even when outcomes are unclear. That trust is precious. It honors Him deeply. It shows that your faith is not based on comfort alone. It is rooted in relationship. It is rooted in knowing that He is good even when life feels uncertain. There is purpose in your waiting. There is purpose in your quiet seasons. God is developing wisdom inside you. He is teaching you discernment. He is sharpening your understanding. When the right opportunity arrives, you will recognize it because your spirit will be ready. Do not be discouraged by the pace of your progress. Do not measure your journey by someone else's timeline. Your growth is sacred. It is unfolding exactly as it should. Each lesson is preparing you for something greater. You are chosen not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. You are willing to learn. You are willing to love. You are willing to trust again after pain. That willingness opens doors. It invites grace. It invites transformation. God sees your quiet sacrifices. He sees when you put others first. He sees when you choose integrity over applause. Your faithfulness in small things is building something lasting. What you sow in tears will one day bloom in joy. Even now, blessings are forming in unseen places. Relationships are being aligned. Opportunities are being arranged. Protection surrounds you in ways you cannot measure. God is guarding your future carefully. Hold on to hope. Let it anchor your heart. Let it remind you that your story is still unfolding. The season you are in is shaping you, not limiting you. You are growing stronger than you realize. You are chosen to walk by faith. You are chosen to shine quietly but brightly. You are chosen to carry peace into chaos. God's hand is upon you. His love surrounds you. His guidance directs you step by step. You have walked through disappointment that could have hardened you. You have faced silence when you were hoping for quick answers. Yet instead of turning bitter, you leaned closer to faith. That choice matters more than you know. It reveals a strength that cannot be taught overnight. It shows that your trust in God is real and growing. What if wealth was never about luck, but about a hidden brain signal that remained buried in classified files? This powerful frequency is now unlocking doors, drawing in new opportunities, and changing lives quickly. Thousands are already using it to attract prosperity in ways they never thought possible. Click the link in the description and comments now, and switch on the money-attracting brainwave today. Sometimes you feel stretched. Responsibilities increase, expectations grow. You may wonder why the path feels narrow and demanding, but chosen ones are trained in private before they are elevated in public. God prepares you quietly so that when the moment arrives, you are steady. He is building spiritual muscles inside you. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. There is a reason your heart is sensitive. You feel deeply because you were created to care deeply. When others overlook pain, you notice it. When others ignore injustice, you feel moved to act. That compassion is a gift from God. It is not something to hide. It is something to protect and use wisely. You may have tried to dim your light to fit in. You may have silenced your voice to avoid conflict. But God did not design you to disappear. He designed you to stand firm in truth while remaining gentle in spirit. He designed you to be calm in chaos and faithful in uncertainty. There were times when you questioned your worth, failures replayed in your mind, regrets whispered doubts, yet God never withdrew His love. He never reduced your value because of a mistake. He saw your potential beyond your errors. He saw the future version of you rising stronger and wiser. Growth often feels uncomfortable. You outgrow old habits. You release relationships that no longer align with your purpose. You let go of patterns that once felt familiar. That releasing can feel lonely, but it creates space for healthier connections and clearer direction. God is clearing ground so new blessings can take root. Your patience has been tested repeatedly. You prayed and waited. You hoped and waited. You trusted and waited. In that waiting, God was teaching you endurance. He was showing you that faith is not proven when everything is easy. Faith is strengthened when you remain steady through delay. Type 1919 to receive miracles. Miracles do not always appear as sudden breakthroughs. Sometimes they arrive as quiet strength to endure another day. Sometimes they come as wisdom to make a better choice. Sometimes they show up as peace in the middle of confusion. God works in ways that are subtle yet powerful. There is healing still unfolding in your heart. Old fears are being replaced with courage. Old doubts are being replaced with clarity. You are not the same person you were last year. You are wiser. You are calmer. You are more rooted in faith. That transformation is evidence of God's hand on your life. You were chosen to learn forgiveness deeply, not because others always deserve it, but because your freedom depends on it. When you release bitterness, you make room for joy. When you choose mercy, you protect your own peace. God is teaching you to live light, free from the weight of resentment. There are dreams inside you that feel fragile. You guard them carefully because you fear disappointment. Yet God planted those dreams with intention. He placed desires in your heart that align with your calling. As you continue to grow, those dreams will mature. They will unfold at the right time. Your journey has built resilience. You no longer crumble at every challenge. You breathe through stress. You pause before reacting. You seek God before making decisions. That discipline is shaping a stable foundation beneath your life. You are becoming someone who stands firm even when winds blow strongly. God sees your quiet acts of obedience. He sees when you choose prayer over panic. He sees when you choose gratitude over complaint. These small decisions create lasting impact. They build a life that is anchored in faith rather than circumstances. You are chosen to reflect Christ in simple ways, through kindness in conversations, through patience in traffic, through honesty in difficult situations. These moments may seem ordinary, but they carry eternal value. Your life speaks louder than your words. There may be seasons when clarity feels distant. You may not see the full plan ahead, but God is guiding you step by step. He rarely reveals the entire map at once. He invites you to trust each step. As you move forward faithfully, the path becomes clearer. You are learning to surrender control. That surrender is not weakness, it is wisdom. It frees you from the burden of trying to manage everything alone. It allows God to lead with greater peace. When you release what you cannot control, you discover rest. The world may measure success by applause and recognition, but God measures it by faithfulness and love. Your quiet integrity matters. Your steady compassion matters. You are building treasures that cannot fade. Hold on to hope, even when progress feels slow. Growth beneath the surface is still growth. Seeds do not break through the soil immediately. They develop roots first. God is strengthening your roots, so that when your season of visible blessing arrives, you will stand tall. You are chosen to endure with grace. You are chosen to love boldly. You are chosen to rise after setbacks. Every experience has added depth to your spirit. Every trial has increased your understanding. Let peace settle into your heart again. Let the reassurance of God's presence calm your thoughts. He is not finished shaping your story. He is writing chapters filled with redemption and restoration. Being chosen means you are being trusted with depth. Not everyone is given depth. Some are content with surface living. But you were created for something richer. You think deeply. You feel deeply. You reflect deeply. That depth can sometimes feel heavy, but it is also the place where God speaks most clearly to you. You may have wondered why your journey required so much refining, why certain lessons repeated, why certain people walked in and out of your life. It was not random. God was teaching you discernment. He was teaching you to recognize what aligns with your spirit and what does not. Each experience sharpened your understanding. Type 222 to claim miracles. Within your mind is a small region linked to success and wealth, once concealed in restricted research and classified files. This newly revealed frequency is helping people trade financial stress for calm and stability, and God has led you to see this at the perfect moment. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. Miracles are already unfolding around you in quiet ways, protection you did not see, delays that saved you from harm, closed doors that shielded you from regret. God's hand has been steady even when your vision felt blurred. He has guided you away from traps you never noticed. There is also a new level of courage developing in you. You no longer tolerate what drains your peace. You no longer chase approval from people who do not value you. You are learning to stand confidently in your identity as someone loved by God. That confidence is not pride. It is security rooted in faith. You were chosen to carry peace into spaces where tension lives. Your calm presence shifts atmospheres. Your gentle words soften harsh moments. God placed that influence inside you intentionally. You are not loud, yet you are powerful. You do not need attention to make an impact. There were seasons when you felt invisible. You did the right thing quietly. You worked hard without applause. You forgave without recognition. God saw it all. Nothing was wasted. Those hidden seasons were shaping humility and strength at the same time. You are also learning to forgive yourself. That is a sacred step. Regret once tried to cling to you. Memories of mistakes tried to define you. But God has been teaching you that growth means moving forward, not living in yesterday. You are not your past. You are a person being renewed daily. Type 1010 if you agree. Agreement with truth strengthens your spirit. When you accept that you are chosen, your posture changes. You walk differently, you speak differently. You think differently. You stop shrinking to fit into places that were never meant for you. There is wisdom forming in your decisions now. You pause before reacting. You listen before responding. You pray before choosing. That wisdom is evidence of maturity. God is preparing you to handle greater responsibility with grace. You may not see the full picture yet, but God is aligning relationships that will support your calling. He is removing connections that would have distracted you. Even the separations that hurt were acts of love. He protected your destiny by redirecting your path. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. It allows you to sense when something is off. It allows you to respond with compassion. It allows you to connect with people in meaningful ways. God gave you that awareness so you could move with understanding instead of confusion. There is restoration happening in your heart. Joy that once felt distant is slowly returning. Hope that once felt fragile is becoming steady again. You are learning to trust without constant fear. That trust is building a foundation of peace that will carry you forward. Being chosen also means being refined in patience. Not everything unfolds quickly. Some blessings require growth first. God is making sure you are strong enough to sustain what you have prayed for. He is not withholding good things. He is preparing you for them. You have grown more resilient than you realize. Situations that once would have shaken you now only teach you. You recover faster. You reflect deeper. You forgive sooner. That resilience is proof that God has been strengthening you quietly. There is a quiet authority in your spirit now. You no longer doubt every step. You move with calm assurance. You trust that even if mistakes happen, God will guide you back to clarity. Fear no longer controls your direction the way it once did. You are chosen to be a light that does not flicker easily. Darkness may surround you at times, but your faith remains steady. God's presence within you is constant. Even when emotions shift, His love does not. The future ahead of you carries promise, not because life will be perfect, but because you are equipped. You are equipped with wisdom. You are equipped with compassion. You are equipped with endurance. Every challenge you faced has prepared you for what lies ahead. Let peace settle over you again. Let gratitude fill your heart for how far you have come. There were days when you thought you would not make it through, yet here you are, stronger, softer, wiser, more grounded in faith. God has been faithful through every chapter. He has held your hand through confusion. He has comforted you in grief. He has celebrated your quiet victories. You are not walking alone. You never were. Being chosen is not about perfection. It is about surrender. It is about allowing God to shape your heart without resisting the process. You have learned to bend without breaking. You have learned to pause instead of panic. These lessons did not come easily, but they have made you stronger. There were times when you felt like you were starting over. Plans shifted. Circumstances changed. What you thought would last suddenly ended. Yet those endings were not destruction. They were preparation. God was closing chapters that could not carry you into your future. Type Amen if you are still trusting God. Trust has become your anchor. Even when answers are delayed, you choose to believe. Even when clarity feels distant, you hold on to hope. That steady trust is building a deep foundation beneath your life. It is making you unshakable in ways you never expected. You have also learned the power of stillness. Not every battle requires noise. Not every misunderstanding requires defense. Sometimes peace is your strongest response. God has been teaching you that calmness can be a shield. Silence can be strength. There is maturity in the way you handle conflict now. You no longer react instantly. You reflect. You breathe. You seek wisdom before speaking. That growth did not happen overnight. It was formed through experience and prayer. God has been refining your reactions. A 7-second brainwave method, once limited to elite circles and tucked away in classified files, is now accessible to the public, and many refer to it as the 30-second miracle. Researchers say it stimulates a dormant brain center tied to prosperity and blessings. Click the link in the comments below before it's removed again from the internet. You are also becoming more aware of your boundaries. You are learning that saying no can protect your peace. You are learning that not every opportunity is meant for you. Discernment is increasing in your spirit. You sense what aligns with your calling and what does not. Type 777 if you believe God is guiding you. Guidance does not always feel dramatic. Often it feels like a quiet nudge, a sense of direction, a calm assurance that you are moving correctly. God has been guiding you gently. When you felt uncertain, He steadied you. When you felt lost, He redirected you. There were seasons when you questioned your worth. Comparison tried to steal your joy. You looked at others and wondered if you were falling behind. But God never compared you to anyone else. He designed your path uniquely. Your timing is not late, it is intentional. You are learning to celebrate small progress. You recognize that growth happens step by step.